Okay, we're down to about a pound of hamburger, and that is dangerously low, especially on carnivore. So it's off to Aldi's, where I buy my hamburger for what I consider to be a sport that I call speed shopping. Now, the marvel of this lifestyle is how little time I actually spend occupied with buying food, cooking food, or even best yet, thinking about food. So I made this film to demonstrate exactly how little time it actually takes for me to hit the store, get two of the carnivore staples that I live on, and get out of there and get home again. First thing we're doing is we're buying pork rinds. Pork rinds are the crunch of carnivore. When you think about it, not much else goes crunch in carnivore, and sometimes I miss that crunch. But I go through a lot of pork rinds, and in the future there's going to be a video on the 10,000 different ways that you can use pork rinds. Now I'm rounding the corner to get the second staple, and that is hamburger. And of course, in this empty store, the only two other people there, of course, are standing right in front of what I need. But they moved. So what I am looking for is the highest fat hamburger that I can get. And this one is 73%, 23% fat. And of course, if I could get 70-30 or 60-40, I would. But unfortunately, the general public still thinks that high-fat diet is bad for you. So from a marketing standpoint, all the stores always want you to think that you're getting leaner meat. Little do they know. So now, in 30 seconds, I've accomplished everything I need to accomplish. Oh, wait. What's that? Right. I can't miss. I need coffee. Okay, I buy this coffee at Aldi. It's a fair traded coffee. It's like $6-7 a pound. It's very good. And off to the checkout counter. Now, I like coming first thing in the morning to Aldi's, just like Sam's. I don't like crowds. There we go, paid for everything, and it's just that easy. Heading home. Now, when I get home, I'm going to portion this up so I can freeze it. I'll be good for maybe 2 weeks, because I'll end up with 10 or 11 packages of hamburger that are 1 pound each. I'll put them all in the freezer, as you'll see, and just the day before I want to use them, I'll take them out of the freezer, put them in the refrigerator. Whoop. Don't drop it there, Mitch. That's what the one I took out that's in the refrigerator that's thawed, and there's the one that I got left that prompted this trip to Aldi's this morning. It's still frozen. So now let's portion it up. What I do is I take a scale. I have this little postal scale that's pretty accurate. I put a bowl on it and then push the tare button, T-A-R-E. If you don't know what that means, you can put some kind of vessel on top of a scale to weigh things, push the tare button, and it actually resets the scale to 0 and includes the weight of whatever bowl or whatever you got on it. So that means that starting at 0, what you put in there is just the weight of the hamburger. I marvel sometimes at myself how I strive for such accuracy in something that isn't all that important, but I'm not a perfectionist. It's just a habit. Now I take that huge meatball I just made, and I buy these very cheap freezer bags at Aldi's. They're actually much less expensive than vacuum sealing things. I take the hamburger, I push it down as tight as I can get it into the bottom because you want to get the air out of there. Pound it around a little bit. I zip up the top of the bag about 3/4 of the way, leaving enough space at the end so the air comes out. And I just roll it up. And I'm telling you, that for the length of time you stick it in the freezer, you'll get absolutely no freezer burn. There is just about no air in there. And I do that as many times as I have hamburger left. Now, I'm not going to bore you with sitting through me making 10 or 11 packages of hamburger, but I'll let you see it twice. And that'll probably wrap it up. I won't say I wish this was all more complicated, because that's not the idea. The idea here is, a lot of you asked me, how do you buy hamburger and how do you store it? And I thought that this would be better than me just typing out answers to the comments, which gets my fingers tired. So here's another one. Like I say, I take it, I try to squish it all down into the bottom as best I can, get it into the corners, push all the air out, zip the bag up about 3/4 of the way, which makes it easy to seal it quickly after I get all the air rolled out of it. Sometimes you got to coax them a little bit to get them to seal. And that is it. No special talent required. Put them in the freezer. Normally I eat ground beef maybe every other day. Sometimes 2 days in a row. I might eat 2 steaks one week, hamburger alternating, maybe 3 steaks, and have hamburger the other 4 days. But I do have beef of some sort every day. Whoops, almost forgot. Take the rest of the day off and eat meat.